What's up, allies? Welcome back to, I would call it a review, but it's not exactly a review. It's more of a warning. It would seem that Mattel has put out some wicked figures, and there's some wicked information on the back. We're about to get into it. Alright, so here we are, we're back in the alley, and I've got a couple of figures from the Wicked movie. I've got Nessa Rose and Glinda here. The reason I picked these up is because I saw a report that came across my news feed, and I really couldn't believe that what I was looking at was true, and so I decided to do a little research and go out and find out for myself. And it would seem that there has been a error in the printing on these packages, and it is not on the front at all. It's actually on the back, and it's in a very small area. And for the sake of keeping this as family friendly as possible, I'm not going to show the website that is on here. However, that web address, which you would assume goes to a website regarding the film, does not go to a website regarding the film, but rather goes to a website that is absolutely positively not meant for children. In fact, it's a website that is for a production company that produces grown-up films. I think we can fill in the blanks in what we're talking about there. Yeah, so in any case, I couldn't believe that this was true, but in fact it is. These packages have gone out, and the website that is on there does in fact take you to a website that you definitely do not want your children seeing. And there were 3 different characters at the Target that I went to. And I would imagine and I should stress that this has nothing to do with Target, of course. They just receive the merchandise and put it on the shelf. This did come from Mattel. It is their toys. It is their dolls. There's 2 of them. There was a 3rd one there that I decided not to buy, but ultimately all 3 of them had the same website listed on the back of the box. I have to assume that the ones that were no longer there and I'm sorry, I don't necessarily know the characters correctly, so if I mispronounce this, I apologize. Elphaba or whatever the heck, the Wicked Witch. That one was on the shelves but is no longer there, that sort of thing. So I imagine a bunch of these sold, as I expected that they would, because this is likely to be a relatively hot ticket item for this holiday season. And the problem is that it's not really in a packaging that's conducive to your children. So I haven't seen a lot on this. I did go to Mattel's website to do my due diligence, and as of the time of this recording, which for the record is Sunday, November 10th, it is approximately 4:16 Eastern Standard Time as I'm recording this, and there is nothing on Mattel's corporate website, on their social medias, nothing that I could find that indicated that they're aware of the situation or that they've done anything regarding the situation. I chose not to speak to the management at my local Target, as again, it's not really their problem per se, and I didn't want to put any more on them, this time of year than necessary. But instead, I decided to come home and, well, not home, but to the studio and go ahead and do this recording so that we could get the warning out there. And I also put a video on my personal social media so that my friends who have young children know that this is out there. This is not going to be a long video, but it is meant to just act as a warning. Our kids see enough as it is that's bad on television and in the media and such. We don't need to heap any more upon them. And, so that brings up the question, what do we do about this? Well, there's a couple of different things that you could do, the way I see it, if you are getting these toys for your children for Christmas. The first is, I would almost guarantee there's going to be a running change in these at some point, if either Mattel is aware of it and they're already changing it, or they are, and we're trying to keep it hush-hush, or they are not aware of it and are about to be aware of it, in which case they're probably going to yell stop and change the packaging, I'm sure. because this certainly doesn't affect just Mattel. I imagine it will come back on Universal, who is responsible for the film and such. You know, there's a lot of blame to go around, and you certainly don't want putting things out there that could harm children or what have you. That said, you obviously want to get these things in the hands of children for Christmas. So my suggestion would be either take the doll out of the box and give it to the children that way, or the offensive website in question is right down here, and it's very small. And I think that if you used a heavy duty marker of some kind, you could easily cross that out so that children wouldn't be able to see it and wouldn't access it. I think that's probably your best bet. Now, I also did a little bit of research and walked around the store a little bit and looked at a bunch of the other Wicked paraphernalia that was out there. There's Lego sets, and there's this and there's that. And I picked up a number of them. I will admit that I did not pick up all of the different items, but I did pick up a reasonable number of them to get a sample. And based on what I could see by looking at all those packages, none of them have the offensive website on there. It is just these dolls. And as I said, it's not just these two. It's the other dolls in the line as well. Now, for reasons that again, trying to keep this video as safe as possible, I'm not going to put the offensive website here. I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the website that should be on the box, which is the actual website for the Wicked movie. And that is going to be right here down at the bottom right now, so that if you're looking for that website, that's the one that should be on the packaging. If indeed Mattel makes the running change and you're looking to see if they've made the running change, that's the one you're looking for. If it's not that one, it's probably a naughty website that you don't want your children to see. In fact, I will guarantee you don't want your children to see it. So also for the sake of just letting you know, and for research in this, I did in fact go to the website. And so the offensive website does have a screen that pops up when you initially get on it that is asking you to confirm that you are of age. But there's no information that you need to put in there to gatekeep entrance to the website. As long as they click yes, they're getting right into it. And I can tell you right on that first screen, there are images that are obviously not meant for people under a certain age, right? So again, this is obviously a huge mistake. I'm sure of it. Mattel is a great company. They have done fantastic things over the years that they've been in business. I fail to believe that this is anything other than a just freak accident. I don't know what the approval process is for the packaging or what they do, but clearly a mistake was made. So, just be mindful out there. If you're buying something for your children, you need to know that this is an issue and it's there. And again, I was trying to get this out there as quickly as possible. So this is just, I just set up and went. I didn't even turn the theater or the studio lights on. I didn't do anything. I just wanted to get this out there, get this up there, and make sure that it's out there for folks so that you know that there's a warning out there that this is going on, and that please be careful. Again, our children see enough of things they don't need to see, and this is clearly just a very unfortunate accident. So hopefully Mattel will see this. If not, somebody will tell them, and they will make a move to already fix it if they're already not. But here we are. This is what it is, and part of our job here at 80s Allies is to inform and to educate, and so I wanted to make sure that we were at the forefront here of getting this information out there and protecting as many children as possible. So that's it from here. I'm sure if I wasn't in such a rush to get this out, I would have had Larry here, but I'm sure that he would absolutely agree with me that this needed to get up there. So be careful out there. Have a great holiday season, and thanks for tuning in.